All right, guys, so today what I want to talk about is my toolbox. I want to give people a tour of my toolbox, and not only my toolbox, but just stuff around my toolbox and my cabinet over to the side where I have a lot of my blow molded cases with some other gauges and stuff. But I just really wanted to show the depth that I've gotten to over the years, and hopefully it may inspire people to wanting to do their own DIY work on their car, on their house. And maybe not only would it save them money, you could also help your family and friends. And believe it or not, the more you save by fixing stuff, well, again, it definitely can help with help with finances as well. But that's just another story. But trust me, over time, being able to fix things will save you a lot of money. So with that said, let me turn this around here. So the first thing I just want to show you, I'm gonna go around my toolbox. First, I'll start here. I have a lot of fluids and things here inside of my pan here. So this just a little tub. So in case of anything leaks or something, I may forget about it, gets a little rusty, it won't just leak down on my air compressor, which is here. So moving on here, I got a few lights over here. Smoke machine. I got two smoke machines, one here and one here. So up top, I got my air hose. I got various fluids, chemicals, gas, things like that up here. This is just cleaning stuff from my car over here. I got a few, a angle grinder here, 1/2 inch impact, couple of drills. This is an impact here as well. Got 2 impacts here. Also got my batteries set up here. Well, that's for my lawnmower here. We got my battery station set up here. And just my little shelf has other little things here and another battery here. So I got 2 Rabbit battery chargers because that's obviously the one I use the most. So here's the top of my bench here. Got my old carburetor here that comes off my 87 Monte Carlo. I'm gonna be rebuilding that. That'll be something coming at some point. And over here, got my no spill funnel and just various stuff out right now. So let's go ahead into my top drawer. This is the drawer that obviously is gonna be used the most. So this here, starting over here, I got various ratchets here. I like this ratchet here a lot because it's sort of like a mini breaker bar view. I got a couple of really big sockets in the back for spindle nuts, so I just keep them kind of out of the way. And again, various ratchets. You just never know. And don't forget, over time, you will accumulate tools just by buying stuff for a particular job. So I may have a lot of stuff here, but don't forget, it took years for me to build this up. Again, a professional person, obviously may spend a few $1,000s a year on tools. And this is, not something that the goal of a DIYer is to accumulate tools over time as he do certain jobs and need a tool for a particular job. Like for example, like even though they was only like $10, I use these to take off the gas lines on my car when I change the fuel pump, the high pressure fuel pump, for example. But anyway, got various sockets here in the middle, SAE socket sets. This right here is sort of my little quick grab wrenches here. I got way more wrenches in this, and just some other little whatnots in here. Extensions over here. Got a little catch, but it ain't a catch-all, but I got like my filler gauge, a couple of thread pitch gauges, and some other little things in here. And back here, the good old junk section here. Everybody knows that junk section has saved the day many a times. So anyway, if you see anything in here you want me to talk about for you, at any time I go a little slow, maybe you could pause the video, just let me know. We can, talk about it a little bit. All right, so let's get on to the next drawer. This drawer here is more or less for sort of odd size stuff like this here. I don't use that all that often. This here is a tire pressure gauge here, my gas igniter here, those Kiwi pliers here, these electrical disconnect pliers. And I will say a lot of my drawers are not optimized for space, and that's because, well, I don't really need them all that optimized. And if I need the space, I can always clean them up and figure out something else to do. Like I can optimize this drawer if I needed to. But again, until I accumulate more tools, and I don't know how much more, over time I will, but it'll be a slow process. So that'll be how that goes. But anyway, I got just some more specialty tools and I just keep them out of the way, like these right here. For example, these right here are sockets for for these types of extractors or right here. All right, going to the next. This here is my screwdriver drawer here. Well, primarily screwdriver, but I have other various things in here. You know, like for example, this right here is for shocks here, for example. These right here are little files for what I want to say are fuses. Just little mini pry bars, little right angle screwdriver here, got a jab saw here. Well, I kind of put these here, I'm gonna tell you why. Especially this guy here. I installed a faucet in this house and I don't have any problem with it. It's been there for a while now, probably close to a year and a half, but you ever had a tool like this? It's, you know, it's just plastic, not a professional one, but you might put it somewhere, might not never remember where you put it. And that one time you need it, it caused so much frustration. And then you have to go buy something just to fix it. And all of a sudden, 5 months later, after you don't need it, you find it. So I just put it right here so I see it just in case if I ever need it. Because it's really, again, it's just it's not really taking up any valuable space that I need at the moment. If I ever need that space, I know what to do. All right, let's put this back. Next drawer here is going to be for my wrenches here. Various wrenches here. Also got these here. I actually got these right here on sale. These were the hex bit sockets. So I only needed this one right here for my Monte Carlo brakes. But when I went to Harbor Freight to buy them, they was on sale. So I went ahead and just bought a SAE and a metric set. Didn't need them, but I know eventually I will at some point. A lot of stuff I had just got some extra, like for example, these here, these impacts, just an impact set that I don't really use all that often, just kind of got them out of the way. If I need the space, I got somewhere to put them, but right now I don't need the space, so I'm not gonna go through the process of that. Oh, these screwdrivers right here, we'll say, if you need some screwdrivers that's pretty hefty, beefy, for demolition, just prying, this Husky set is good. I gotta say, I've used that thing many a times and it has not, I mean, I have beat on that thing and it's just been amazing. Got flare nuts here, wrenches, got this little SAE set I bought from Walmart. Pittsburgh set here. I think this is an off-brand set. Oh, let me pull this drawer out here as well. I meant to do these drawers over here on their own, but since I got my wrenches out, this is totally all of my wrenches here. So I got long, extra long wrenches over here. Some of these wrenches actually got like 6 points on them versus 12 point. Got me a little brass punch set because I know on my Monte Carlo here, I'm gonna change the gas tank on it eventually, change the fuel cylinder. And I know probably on my truck or any one of my other cars, I'm gonna need to do that at some point. So I don't have a brass hammer yet, but I'll get that when I need it. But I just went ahead and bought that set because I think I got it as a used set from Amazon or somewhere. It was a pretty good discount, so I went ahead and bought it. But yeah, various wrenches here. Actually, another thing, I'm gonna tell you a brand that don't sleep on, this Powertorque brand right here. Don't sleep on them. They got some very nice tools actually. All right, so let's go ahead to the next drawer. Now this here is my hammer drawer here. Various hammers here and various other little things. Got this thing here. This thing here opens up 5-gallon buckets, and believe it or not, I've used that thing so many times. That thing only costs a few dollars. If you don't have one of those, and if you're around 5-gallon buckets a lot, or say in my house, like they left a lot of paint, like you know, extra paint from when they built the house, man, that thing has made opening 5-gallon buckets nothing. Only a few bucks. I mean, I just got other various stuff in this drawer, but this drawer is primarily for hammers. Not quite optimized, but if I need to optimize it, I can definitely do that. All right, so let's go down here. This is a drawer where I just got some stuff I can grab quickly. Got my microscope right here. I got some extractors. All of those right there are extractors here. And this other, got some back probing stuff here in that little orange and black plastic case here, and then some under here. And this, I got an O-ring set here, I believe, and just some various other stuff that I may need. Again, I can't go through it all, but it's definitely a lot of stuff in this drawer here. All right, so what's over here now? Okay, I already showed you. Oh, here's my plier drawer. Okay, many different types of pliers. Have bought them over the years. This right here, I want to do a video on these right here. If you want to see a video on these right here, these are the engineer pliers here. Let me see if I can get that into focus here. Engineer pliers here. These are pretty good pliers. I kind of bought these on a whim. These are sort of like a screw extractor pliers, something similar to the Knipex, but not similar, but in the same vein, but they're different. Maybe I'll do that anyway. I've already showed you these guys here. This drawer here is sort of a, see, there you go. This is sort of a catch-all drawer here where I just kind of, again, I got plenty of space if I need it, but again, it's sort of like, if I don't need to optimize it, I'm just gonna just put stuff in it and I know where it's at. But technically, primarily, I kind of put stuff in here to deal with wires and brushes, as you can see. You got some wires here, some electrical stuff here, some wire stuff over here, metal brushes here, that sort of thing. So this is what this is for, not much else. And down here at the bottom is more, again, just a sort of a catch-all drawer. When I can't think of it where to put anything else, I just throw it in this drawer. Got some Romex in here, got an OBD2 extension cable, got some sandpaper, sand blocks here, the oil filter remover. So as you can see, this is sort of a hot, got some hose in here if you want that. Yeah, it's just a hodgepodge drawer, but that's just how that is. Let's see, over here on this side, I just got some excess. I got some power tools down here at the bottom, several power tools. Just got some extra stuff here, this scaler here, and this. Actually, I can use these to put those huge impact sockets in this drawer right here on. And then in here, I just keep an extra. Some of my old tools that I don't want to give away, like I got an old screwdriver set, some old pliers that are just like very cheap. I just put them in here, and that's what that's for. So anyway, if I need to get some space, I can optimize this as well. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the last part here. Go over here to my Husky locker here. And let me open this up real quick. All right, there we go. So in here, up top, I have all of my, let me back up a little bit here so we can see, get a little zoomed in here. I have all of my, what I want to say, my torque wrenches up top here. It's just a couple other various little things. Here I got a lot of blow molded cases here and at the bottom. And those are just mainly got to do with a lot of gauges and pressure gauges and things like that. Actually, a few of them are like wrench sets as well. This here is a seal set, like to put in seals like behind what I want to say, bearings, for example. Lots of stuff like that. And again, I've used all of these things over time. And then this drawer here, I mean, this shelf here is just like, got some extra oil here, you know, some distilled water, that sort of thing, some extra hose. Got some more oil here at the bottom. Also got my grease gun just hanging up over here, just hanging out. A couple of floor jacks, two floor jacks here. And actually, as you can see, a third floor jack there. Again, the floor jack, every last one of those floor jacks I bought on a sale. And the reason why I got multiple floor jacks is because when I go in a car, I don't risk my life. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I use, let me show you real quick. I use these. These are the only jack stands I'm willing to get on the car under. These right here hold 3 tons each, not a set. This one jack stand right here holds 6,000 pounds. And I also place my jacks as backup, you know, for that. So again, never getting on the car without a car ain't gonna have no mercy on you. That's just how it is. What else? Oh, up here, I actually got more oil, got transmission oil. I'm about to change the transmission fluid in my car and in my truck. That's gonna be like one of my next jobs I'm gonna do. Got some synchro mesh here. Got to change my transfer case fluid, power steering fluid. Just for that meets the specifications for my 87 for the gearbox in my 87 Monte Carlo. So don't need any yet, but I'm going to change the gearbox, and I think that's enough. That one bottle's enough for that. I got a little bit more oil back here. So with that said, guys, that is how I get down as a serious DIYer. And don't forget, guys, I still got more stuff inside of the house other than what you see here. And I still got a lot of extra stuff just laying around the garage, just say over here, that's in here. Just some like electrical stuff over here. I got another little trolley jack over here. Again, all this stuff was accumulated over time. And don't forget about that. It's not something you're gonna do all at once. I actually got some little touch-up paints here, multiple touch-up paints, multiple sealants. Again, if you're gonna do this DIY thing and really wanna save yourself some money, and you're really gonna love it, this is what you're gonna have to do. So that's it, guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my stuff. And yeah, take care, man. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.